Welcome back to us trying new things every week.
It is a thing now.
Apparently. Apparently it's a thing now.
Fucking great.
If you're on the YouTube side, we have no mic arms anymore because we have clip-ons.
Because reasons.
Because reasons.
Literally, I don't know.
Mainly because we do want to apologize that the audio sounded like shit last week. That's what happens when you're doing budget setup and have no money and you run 4 mics with 2 people. Or wrong way.
All the way around.
Yeah.
4 people, 2 mics.
So, and then we're just gonna jump right into that little fuck up because it's tired and late. Yeah. We just got back from downtown St. Louis, which is why I sound like shit because of the Blues game.
Yes, Blues game was interesting to say the least.
It was great for the first 40 minutes.
It was great till over.
Till the third period for me.
Yeah, third period got it.
Third period was kind of ass, and both overtimes were really shit. So.
That was 2 bullshit. It was getting close to the end of 2. I'm like, are we winning a fucking 3 right now? I'm like, holy fuck. So, that's a whole story in itself for me, being a big hockey guy. The COVID year, 2020, they had the bubble up in Toronto for the Eastern Conference, and then Edmonton in the West. And Columbus and Tampa met in the East, first round. And the year before was funny because Tampa went on a tear, best team in the league, and Columbus came in as the last wild card spot and swept them. 4 games to nothing. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Loves it.
The next season they come against each other again, first round. I think best in the East and second wild card spot again in the COVID bubble. And I remember like it was yesterday. The game started at like 2:30 Central in the afternoon, and there was supposed to be another 2 games in the East bubble that day.
Oh boy, that's rough.
Yeah, and that game ended up being the 4th longest NHL game in history.
Damn.
5 overtimes.
Holy shit.
The game didn't end till like 11 something at night.
And the refs you wonder though?
No. But the league was hilarious. They're like, who's ready for another overtime?
Who's ready for another one? Oh, shit.
Fans, get on your feet. Oh, wait, there's no one. Because it's COVID.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I watched that start to finish. It was a long day. And then the league literally was like, they were supposed to like Zamboni the ice and then like next teams go. Mm-hmm. They were just like, tomorrow.
You know.
Tomorrow. Because they literally played almost 3 full games. They played over 2.5 full games in one night.
Yeah.
And the goalie that lost for Columbus in that first game of the season or the series, he just won the Cup with Florida last year, so like all's good now. But at that point, he set like a league record for most saves in a game at like 80 something, almost 90 saves. Damn. And lost. Like, what the fuck?
That's a rough one.
That would be horrible to have to deal with.
And I'm retired.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, whoa.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But no, it seems like today the rest of Stevie Wonder, there's a lot of missed calls.
A lot of missed calls and then kind of like really shit calls that were made.
On both teams, though. It's like not even like one or the other teams.
Yeah.
Both teams are really bad, missed and or just bad calls. Like, what the fuck?
And this is going to sound biased from a Blues fan, but it seemed like the games, all 4 games that were in Winnipeg, 1, 2, 5, and 7, a lot of missed calls, and then the calls that were made were like, you're calling that in the playoffs? Seriously?
Yeah. Can you do?
There's always next year.
True. But, not all bad news.
Well, yeah, but, bad news for us is because we say we were trying new things, we literally packed our entire setup because we were gonna record at Ballpark Village where the watch party is, and realized really quickly that was not gonna work.
Way too loud, just the entire time.
And I thought, because I had never been there, so like people who watch this and have been there are like, you fucking idiot. But we got there. And the Cards had a doubleheader today because yesterday.
I told you it was going to be too loud. You know, you probably find something together though.
Yeah.
I even told you it's
I know.
Too loud.
Yeah, and I just was like in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I really hope this works because it'd be cool as shit.
Right.
But
anyway, so we're at.
We're at Ballpark and fucking the Cards game yesterday when we're recording this got rained out. So they had to play 2 games today against the Mets. And so we got there. The first game was already on. And I was kind of like, we can set up and like see if the audio is working. And the game is like loud as shit through the speakers. And then I was like, okay, the game's over. Now we can test the audio and see if we can get this going. It's a bar. So they just started playing music loud as shit the entire time.
Yeah, so there's never a point where it's quiet.
Yeah, so we were going to get nailed on copyright a million times over.
We're just like, it wasn't the effort and or issue that cause. So
Yeah.
Can you do?
Yeah.
That one.
Yep.
But no, baby, because they won both doubleheaders.
They did win both games. The Cards actually won both games against the Mets, which is crazy because the Mets have been like the hottest team in baseball.
I will say the second one was a lot closer than losing.
Both games were 1 run, but like as far as like watching the game 2 was definitely a lot closer.
Yeah. Over the wall catch.
Yeah. Victor Scott robbed a home run and then Arenado made a foul catch like against the netting in the front row.
Like damn.
Like it was insane. But a couple of big plays to save that game. But we have said all playoffs long for the Blues that we need a sacrifice from somebody. And City's sacrifice yesterday was not enough to get the job done.
Right.
Even though they pretty much got walked out of Seattle.
Can we even say sacrifice when like halftime there's just not more than 1 or 2 goals ever in a game?
When we go to Winnipeg, no. Like every game has been like 1 or 2 goals. And then they come to St. Louis and just blow the Jets out of the water.
I'm talking about the City. That's Steel City.
Oh, they lost 4-1.
I'm just saying, like, they just can't seem to score more than 2.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, that is true. I'd have to fact check you on that one, but
at least this fucking year.
I think this year they have not scored more than 3 in a game. The win against LA Galaxy, I think, was 3-0.
Oh.
But other than that,
0? Damn.
Other than that, I think you're right on the money with 2 or less.
Kind of rough.
Yeah.
But you go to the Blues, you're right. They fucking can't do shit in Winnipeg, and all of a sudden they can come back home and fucking just drill them real quick.
Oh, the first 40 minutes we did great tonight, and then
we got like straight up within the first minute we got a fucking goal.
We did, yeah. Like a minute and 10 seconds in, we had a goal. Like fucking. There's people who aren't even here yet.
So can we get 2 in 2 minutes? No.
Nah.
Second one was until like 5
it was
minutes.
Yeah. It was like 2 and 4 minutes though.
This was not bad.
Yeah, and then the Jets got 1, and then we got 1 back.
Also, the first one they got was after a bullshit calling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's up closer.
Yeah.
Further for that, I feel like for a decent amount of game we could have held them 0.
Oh, for sure. Because their first goal came on the power play.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
on the bullshit slash.
It looked with like a 1.6 second fucking goal.
Yeah. I've said this all season, and Blues fans, die-hard Blues fans know this. And I told you this tonight, I said we suck ass at 6-on-5 hockey. When the other team pulls their goalie and gets an extra attacker, we are shit. And we gave up 2 goals in 2 minutes to tie it up and go to overtime. And that both goals were 6-on-5.
1.6 seconds left in the
game.
In the third fucking period.
Yeah.
In the game.
1.6 in the game.
Yeah, and they don't fucking score again for almost 2 overtimes.
Yeah. There was like 3 minutes left in double overtime when the Jets scored to win it.
Which I mean, they had more shots than we did.
They had like double the amount of shots the Blues
So
did.
like, he can't fucking save everything.
Yeah, that's my huge issue is he can't save everything,
Like,
and
you gotta give him opportunities. Like, you gotta give him opportunity to fucking chucks, man. Like,
yeah,
goddamn.
and like it was evident on the drive home when I was like looking at other people's reactions to the game.
Mm-hmm.
The last from basically, well, most of the second period, I thought we did it too. That we played like time waste. You kind of just like wear the Jets down, let them do their thing, and then you just like clear the zone, go for a line change. And then they scored one, and it's like, shit, we got to do something. And then Foxa scored. I think it was Foxa. Scored the third goal.
I think so.
And then it was right back to we're up by 2, so kill the clock. Like the entire third period.
Which is not terrible idea. It works.
You're playing like the hottest offense in hockey. That's horrible. Because that's the strategy that I didn't like with the entire game was just killing the clock. I'm like, if you push for more goals and stay physical and everything, you can probably run Hallebuck out of the net again.
Like he did out.
All 3 games at home.
Yeah.
So just do that. But I also see on a coaching side that if you stay physical the entire time and keep chasing for more goals, at that point when you're up by 2 and you're like,
Or you're just wearing your team out.
you're wearing your team out and you're risking a lot of injuries. Like if Shen goes and tries to go lay a massive hit and gets reversed and gets knocked on his ass, and now he's out the entire second round, it's like, oh fuck. Because we were already without Holloway from the game that I went to against Pittsburgh, and then we lost Tucker in the series. So it's like you don't want any more guys being out of the lineup, and you're having to call up from the minors to fill spots.
Yeah. I mean,
So I see the reasoning, but it's like if we could have got like one more to like really get that like insurance marker, then I feel like
Honestly,
we're sitting in a whole lot of
if we got a couple.
yeah. If any of the empty netters would have gone in, I think we took 2 shots at it.
Because even if they would have scored that once, the last second, still fucking.
Yeah, would have been 4-3, and
it
it would have been 4-3, and now you're 1 point.
Right or left, or fucking too high.
Yeah, and then
goddamn.
but like you're saying, it would be 4-3, and from the middle face-off dot to center ice, you're not getting down there and getting a good shot away at 1.6. That's not possible. So, I mean, you'd have to rip one from center ice. You'd have to win the face-off and rip one, basically from your own blue line.
Relatively quick.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Like, I mean, you got to be like probably lined up on the far side of your blue line, and like they have to win it clean, and then he's just got to step into it and fucking blast it, and it probably still doesn't get there in time.
So, does it have to be.
The puck has to fully cross the goal line, which that's something else.
If it's in the air, does it still count as a live ball?
No.
So if time runs out, it's still in the air, it still doesn't count.
Unless it's fully passed. There's been goals I've seen that are like on the line as it hits 0. Nothing.
Ah, shit. So it's.
But.
If the clock is gone, then the clock's dead.
Yes. But. I'm gonna sit here in a what if, which I hate doing, but I'm saying, what if that save by Bennington that was caught in his pad was a goal? you have like a minute left on the clock and it's tied, you can probably run down and snipe one past Halbuck. Because from the views that we were given, where the puck was when it fell out after the whistle, that was a goal for the
It was
Jets.
stuck in his thing.
But where his pad was, if the puck was in that spot, that was past the line completely.
I mean, you couldn't see the puck, so.
Right.
You don't know what's happening.
And that's going to be one of those that's heavily debated, like the Bennington save on Perfetti early in the series, where he like reached all the way across and it was like on end in his glove, and they were like, "Yeah, no,"
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
because his entire webbing of the glove was past the goal line,
Mhm.
and you can see it in his glove like on end, so it's clearly a goal for Perfetti at that point. And they were just like, "Oh yeah, there's not enough evidence to overturn it." I'm sure that's what that was too, because they called it no goal immediately. Looked like a fucking goal to me. And then you're in a whole different ball game. It's 3-3 with like a minute and a half left, and then either team can run down and try to score right away,
Right.
instead of
So forcing it into the fucking.
force it into sudden death overtime.
Yeah.
So
Still can win sudden death overtime, but even after that,
there were
you could have burned a minute quickly.
yeah,
But
there were several decent chances for the Blues in overtime as well, but
that's one.
I think the
their
stats
shot.
the stats were horrible from the third period on.
Mm-hmm.
I think shots on goal were like 17-4 Winnipeg in the third. And then it was 10-4 in the first overtime. And then I want to say it was like, by the end of the game, it was probably 7 or 8 to like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We didn't see an official breakdown on the second overtime.
Also shot opportunities they didn't take.
Plenty of them. So many of them.
There's a clear path to the net. Just
right. And in some instances, like on a power play, you don't want that. You want somebody in front screening so that you're blocking the goalie's line of sight, so that he can lose track of it, or somebody in front to redirect it.
They still didn't take it.
Yeah.
So,
but you want a clear line like during 5-on-5. Like basically, like if you see the Blues on a power play, they pass it around a lot. They're looking for the best shot opportunity, and then at 5-on-5, they're just ripping it.
You just gotta take the shot. You just don't have this opportunity because, like, what are you doing?
Right, and it's very frustrating to sit there and you're just like, shoot it, for fuck's sake, like just rip the thing.
Wow.
Like we saw it tonight, and we've seen it in all 3 home games when Hellebuck got ran. Joseph's fucking sniped tonight. Joseph's not even a fucking shooter, and he fucking scored.
Right.
Like, just ripped it right by him. Nobody in the fucking way.
So whenever we do more of that,
We'll never know.
it's all pretty determined.
Huh?
It's in the NFL, it's all pretty determined.
Yeah, it's all scripted. It's fine.
That's why I know this at some point.
Yeah.
Seems like every sport's starting to get that way, which is annoying. Only sport does the racing.
Which, that's actually a really good segue. You kind of fucking killed that
I
shit.
fucking know it is. I know I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, we had the Miami GP on between Cardinal games that we got to watch, so that was cool. Little 1-2 for McLaren.
1-2.
McLaren. And then half hour later, Russell crosses the line in third.
So fucking
It was like 30, what was it, 33 seconds?
I think it was like 35 seconds.
Yeah. It was forever behind
Like,
McLaren.
bro, what do you do?
So far behind McLaren. It was hilarious.
Like, damn. Investigation. Probably.
Honestly, dude, I'm waiting on it.
Like that.
As a McLaren fan, I'm waiting on it.
That's crazy.
Because McLaren's been... Piastri was like 5 seconds ahead of Norris.
Well, does that mean also just got the fuck out of Verstappen too?
Well, the overtake that sealed that, Verstappen tried to drive him like deep into the corner and then locked up, and Piastri's just like, "Ooh, switchback me,
Hold this.
switchback."
And of course, he's bitching over the but you know how it goes.
But he didn't cuss
Surprised
because that would have got him in trouble.
Surprised he didn't.
Dad Verstappen is taking over.
Yes.
He's like, "Shit, I can't cuss anymore. I got a newborn."
So now I can't do it to say I can't do it. I can't do it because I have a kid.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Literally. There was the NASCAR race on too, but it was on a small screen and we couldn't see it. Speaking of small screen, the disrespect on the Cardinals is insane.
Oh my god.
That was nuts. So we're sitting there
Because
game 2 of the Cardinals started at like 5:15 and puck drop was at 6:10 or whatever. And it went from the main screen to 3 of the 5 screens were blues, and then the Cardinals got some side piece of bitch TV. It's just like,
get fucked.
Whoa.
So,
and we weren't even watching it. Just out of nowhere, I was like, oh, it's 2-1 Cardinals. Oh, it's 3-2 Mets. Oh, it's 4-4. It's just like...
Just randomly looking over at it. It's this little tiny area next to...
And not long after...
So you were St. Louis's...
priorities
lie.
Tonight, at least.
Yeah.
But it wasn't long after... It was either 2-0 or 2-1. When we just look over and Scott is like jumping over the fucking center field wall. It's just like, huh? How did he do that?
What's going on
here? We were just sitting there and we're just like, whoa! He fucking robbed him. It was nuts. That was one of the cooler sporting experiences I've been a part of, for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Because I didn't go to any watch party in any prior series or anything. Because I always had cable and stuff, so I was just able to watch it at home. So I've never been to any of the watch parties.
Watch party weren't bad.
My ears are still ringing though. Because
Yes.
we sat at like the railing. Anybody who's been to Ballpark Village, you got the main like middle bit, FanDuel Sports Live, and there's downstairs and upstairs. We were upstairs on the railing, and I am pretty sure I had a speaker into my right ear for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was kind of forward, but it's close enough to in your right ear then.
Yeah, and I mean it was ringing the entire ride home, the entire time we were messing with our new toy.
Yeah, we figured out some.
Yeah.
Probably some simple bullshit, you know.
Yeah. We are working on mixer upgrades to hopefully improve mic quality.
Somehow it's the same issue we had
before we even started.
But so we'll get that work around that a little bit.
Probably have it ready by next week.
Ideally,
I would hope.
next week. So
maybe the Misfits can join us again.
We do it 4 next time. So sound like we'll be a million times better.
Exactly. Because everybody on their own mics.
Not because of new sound, but just because they have their own mic.
Yeah.
It won't be as much of a pain in the ass.
Right.
Which whatever, but
yeah,
we can do. I guess to add to the not so good news, kind of good news, kind of not. We finally got a release date for GTA 6.
Oh, I did see that.
May 26th
of next year.
of 2026. Fuckers. So I'm gonna wait again.
Yeah.
Great. Love to see that, not really. But
so you know what that means, right?
which means we delayed till 2027.
You do know what that means, though, right?
Most likely.
We will officially, guaranteed, have snack wraps before GTA 6.
That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
insane, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll have a snack for GTA 6. I mean, shit, fucking, what was it, 2015? Fire came out?
I think it was like 13.
13 or
No, I think it was 13 because our favorite YouTube group, Simon, of course, started in 13, and their main game that brought them together was GTA 5. So I'm almost positive 5 came out in 13.
I think you're right, I think it's 13. I think 15 will later put it over into the newer consoles.
Yes, that sounds about right.
That's what I'm saying. We've been through fucking 2 generations of consoles already. Plus PC.
What, the Xbox One and PS4, and then Xbox X and PS5?
Should have been through 3 fucking series. We went through 3 consoles. Goddamn.
When did it originally come out?
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Oh, word.
And then just upgraded to 5 and 1.
Yeah.
And then
Or 4 and 1, and then
4 and 1 and 5
and X and 5, yeah.
Jesus Christ. And PC is crazy.
And Switch 1 and 2. Oh my god. Nintendo released 2 consoles?
You know what's crazy? The craziest part about that? The entirety of Switch 1, GTA 5 is out.
That's kind of
GTA
bullshit.
5 came out while the Wii U was still out. Before the first Nintendo Switch came out.
So you're telling me Nintendo, of all people, made 2 whole consoles
before
GTA 6? That's outrageous.
And the worst part is true.
That's borderline bullshit. Because Nintendo does not make new consoles.
They just don't.
It's so shit. What the fuck?
I hate it. I really do. I fucking hate it. Like the fact that they made 2 whole ass consoles in this last game
That's crazy.
without anyone. Without any titles.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
bullshit.
shit. Even the last game Red Dead was shit.
14, 15. I've looked it up recently. It was like, I think it was 15 or 16. It came out.
I think because they did that and then they're like, oh, later, Red Dead 2 also come out this year. It's like,
Yeah.
yay. So
Cool.
So we upgraded for 5 and then Red Dead 2 came out.
Yeah.
But it's been shit.
We looked it up at
Over
work the
10
other day.
days for how long the fucking game is out.
Yeah. We looked it up at work the other day. Rockstar hasn't made a new game since Red Dead 2.
Like, they thought this was dumb.
Oh, I know. They're cooked if GTA 6 is a flop.
Because everyone's like all pissed off about like, oh, why the fuck they delayed the game? Well, it's like, you know, the fucking delayed 5 before it came out.
Probably so many.
There's something. I remember that too. It was like, oh, it's coming. Then it's never messaged right. Which the release fair didn't have online day one. So like, but it's all another Cyberpunk. Because when Cyberpunk there was like that 7 came out, oh boy, that was botched fucking beat.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. We don't want GTA 6 coming out of that. So honestly,
That's fair.
Send them to Atlantic's not a bad thing.
Yeah, because it gives them any more time to work out bugs and shit.
So,
That's why it got delayed. Somebody already found an infinite money glitch.
One of the factors like, hey, by the way, you do this, and it's like, don't let them know. Hey, I fucking see your screen. Fuck!
Damn it! No!
Shit. Anyways, now we gotta pay a press release. We can't do this now. Fuck! But, no.
Not only are you under NDA, you're fired. For
Imagine
finding that.
Imagine that's actually the reason. That'd be crazy.
That would be insane.
And that's probably some backward bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking behind the scenes was like some started like not working correctly.
Yeah. You know what's even crazier? This just crossed my mind, which I don't know how I didn't until like just now, but because we saw it like a million times while we were at the game. We literally have to be downtown again in 8 days.
Shit. 8.
It's Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah, and the concert's on Tuesday. 8 days.
I just want to 2 days before we guys started.
Yay.
So the one podcast before that. say that. The entire time you're talking about that.
Toast and jelly roll.
Like, holy shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, I've seen the Cadillacs for
On the
commercial breaks.
TV.
Which fair enough.
Also, for anybody who's watching, I recommend you get into sports and go to any of those watch parties.
Watch party crazy.
Watch parties are crazy, but if you're single, that's the place to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yes. Tons of pretty chicks. For sure.
And you're able to common ground. You like the same heat, so it's fine.
Except for that one bitch wearing a Jet shirt.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck she
Where the hell did she come from?
I'm surprised you didn't get fucking boiled out.
Bro, they were doing what was it? Was it the Slam Cam or whatever? Basically, they showed you on the big screen, and you basically had to like see off your drink. Was the whole premise of it?
Slam your drink.
Yeah, and swear to God, they zoomed in on the upper deck where we were, but it was all the way across from us, and it was over by the FanDuel studio.
Yeah, so the other side.
And I swear to God, she creeps into the side of the frame and she's just like, yeah, go Jets. I'm like, what are you doing?
How are you not dead yet?
I'm like, how have you not been crucified out of this place yet? like, do you know where you are? Do you know where you are?
So the funniest part about this is there was doubleheader for the Cardinals going on.
Yes.
There's more Blues gear than there was Cardinals gear.
Oh, 100%.
And there's probably more people there for the watch party than there was at the fucking.
You want to know what's even worse now that I just thought of it?
And again,
Until game 2 was over, because game 2 ended in like the third period, I'm pretty sure. There were more Mets jerseys than Cardinals jerseys.
It's crazy. You're not wrong though.
Now, once that game ended and everybody filed into ballpark, then the Cards jersey started showing up and showing out.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, holy shit.
So what are we doing?
I mean, I at least saw probably 20 Mets jerseys. I think I saw maybe like 10 the entire time we were there. Mm. Mind you, puck drop wasn't until 6:10, and we got there at probably 2.
2:30, yeah.
Yeah. We saw like 10 Cardinals jerseys, maybe the entire time.
Yeah, that's insane.
The Cardinals and blue stuff, I'm counting as blue stuff, but
I think it's fair. Yeah, it's kind of insane to see that.
Because all the Blues Cardinals like crossover jerseys were like the promotional giveaways from either team, and they were all like the Blues jersey with the Cardinal on the front.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people bitch about random shit. Apparently there's a bunch of people bitch about the new season before that.
I am. I'm one of them. I hate it.
You're not a Star Wars fan, but
I don't like Star Wars.
So
come at me. Bring it. I bring it,
bitch.
I really don't. I've never been a fan of Star Wars. I like.
You're a Star Trek fan, though. I hate people like do that shit. So you're not a fan. Nobody's fan of Star Trek. I'm not a fan.
I would watch Star Trek over Star Wars. Hot take.
That's fucking crazy.
Hot take. It's because of how I was raised. There was some Star Trek like TV show series that was on as I was growing up, and my dad always watched it.
Fair enough.
Always watched it.
But you know,
but
that's not,
4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars were good. But
that's not the main issue.
I'm an idiot because I didn't know 4, 5, and 6 came out because I was like, as I was growing up, I think I was probably in like 5th grade, maybe. And we had all of them on DVD. And I was like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch every single one of these in order. And I started with number 1. And I watched like 15 minutes of it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And I left and never came back.
You fucking played yourself. Anyways. But that's not the main issue to get Star Wars. I think whatever is fine. And then like two of the fucking Star Wars Lab prior. All at the same time, always.
Yeah.
Maybe the fourth with you fucking.
Right.
So it's they're originally like the first day it comes out, we're doing live only.
Yes.
Okay. And then they're only elevated for 2 days, just go whatever. Okay,
May the 4th. Yada, yada, yada.
and then they're like, we're just gonna do that season.
No.
Which my issue with that is not that the ones are bad, they're too good.
Some of them are good.
Well, some are just dog shit, you know.
Majority of them are bad.
But the ones that are good are so good that it is now very unbalanced.
Yeah. This is the most unbalanced I've ever seen a game.
And it's also no ammo.
Yes. It's the most unbalanced I've ever seen a
You
game.
know, like heat gauge.
Because the
The
marksman is gas.
Yeah, and that's what Legendary was at too.
Yes.
I don't know if you send them guys again.
I think so.
You could trade a lightsaber for it, which honestly is a fair trade.
And then the lightsaber's pretty gas.
I will say it did get rid of the fucking baseball light stands.
True.
The fucking asshole that run that's the fucking baseball lights.
Yeah. And then
get rid of them
the
because they try to use a lightsaber and then you just get fucking cat by it.
yeah. And then
One of the AR blasters.
yeah. And then the X-wing is pretty cool.
Right. The X-Men
But
had
it's
the
also
TIE Fighter.
it's also made of paper.
Yes.
You shoot it like 4 times and it goes down.
I mean, it's gotta be.
Because it's
fucking
that
camera.
OP.
Yeah. Like you can destroy something pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like you don't need hit enemies, this guy's fucking AoE damage.
Yeah.
Explosive rounds.
Yeah.
Like
It is so unbalanced.
I'm
It's
almost
ridiculous.
willing to go back to OG. Reload just because
Because of how bad it is.
how balanced it is.
You know what we're doing all season? We're playing festival. We are grinding festival. That's what we're doing.
Fair enough. And there's a bunch of people like, oh, let's enjoy like orange. And it's fine. You go, you but like honestly, from a game point, it's just so unbalanced.
Yeah.
So,
It's not even enjoyable to play it.
And then like how bad Sniper Rifle is like there's also no drop to it.
Oh, the sniper's busted.
Like every
500 meters, no drop.
no drop
At all.
Just came like out of runner distance and just dead.
Yeah.
Like I actually just picked one up and he's like, well, because he's telling me it's pretty good. Like, okay, fine. So I picked one up and just kind of dry fire it. Just see what they literally did and dry fire it. Get up, start talking to him again. All of a sudden it's like, ding, fucking down. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Just out of the blue.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, oh, damage. Oh, damage. Oh, dead. It's like,
Well, I couldn't even see the person I killed. I knocked somebody without even seeing them.
yeah.
They're out of runner distance.
Yeah.
They just drunk fucking shot it and it was just
Yeah.
oh. What?
Man, how unlucky you gotta be to be like completely out of render distance and then you just see, oh. You're just like, oh, no.
No one's around. It's like, yeah, unlucky placement, I guess.
Yeah.
Unimportant, but yeah, no, it's. There's a bunch of people playing about it. A bunch of people like playing. Oh, you playing another big season? It's like because
It sucks.
like, I understand you're a Star Wars fan, fair enough. Like you have fun to go off with it, but what I don't like is the fact that they're like, oh, we're gonna do Star Wars event with this. Okay, it's fine. 7 pages. Alright, cool. Still $1,000 bucks. Why am I paying full Battle Pass price half Battle Pass? Bitch.
Yeah, no. That's bullshit.
That's funny. People are like, oh, you still get all the, you get the extra, you get the bonus page, you get the extra shit that come later in the season. It's like, okay, so you get the normal Battle Pass too,
Right.
but also 7 more pages. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Can actually, I'm getting Ron and Broad Day right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Maybe because of that, for having a lower fucking amount you can buy.
What do you mean?
You cannot buy less than $1,000 bucks.
That's probably why. That's probably 100% why.
Like the lowest you can go is $8.
Yeah.
So I'm not charging $10 for it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But every other fucking game has a lower amount.
Yeah.
Every other game does.
Oh, I know.
Doesn't matter what it is. Navy game has a lower amount. Either 500 or 150 whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or a game currency is.
Right.
For either $5 or like $1.09
$1.
Like $2 whatever.
Pokemon Go, 100 coins, $1.
Right. Even with Rocket League, which is now on back, had 500 fucking credits as well.
Yeah.
For $5.
Yeah.
But you get like, I don't know, like, you can get 500 for it.
Also, why's Fortnite gotta be 8?
Right.
Bitch, 5 or 10. Pick a thing.
What's wrong with you?
What are you doing?
It's going to be like 9, so I don't pay taxes and shit.
Right.
Because that's just that.
Because taxes.
That's just that.
Which you guys talking about?
Taxes.
Ah, shucks. The memes are flowing at 1:30 in the morning.
Because even if, okay, say the price is 8, right?
Yeah.
For 1,000. Fuck, we put it as 4 for 500.
What? Even if it was 5. Because what, it's $8.99?
It's like 8 something, 88 something, I think.
Because
taxes end up getting 9.
Because what I'm saying is, like, they always are like, oh, if you pay more, we sweeten the deal. So then, if it's $4.99, I could see 500. Because you're a little over.
Also,
you're half the amount of V-Bucks for a little over half of the.
Why is the price of anything? Why isn't X99 the price of anything?
I don't know.
Like, why is the fucking thing?
I don't really know.
It's also the only thing here in America, by the way. You know that, right?
I know.
Like, why is it a thing?
Because pennies.
Plenty of those, by the way.
Yes. For the 85 millionth time in our lifetime.
Yes.
And it never happens.
Every country, taxes are included in the price fee.
Yes.
Why the fuck get out here? What?
Deception. I don't know.
Infinite discount. Bitch, literally not.
It's literally not. Liar.
My favorite ones when Walmart and people was like, oh, it's a little back. Bitch, it's not. People were like sticking on the same fucking price.
Yeah.
It's like, you assholes.
Target did that once and they got busted for it.
Walmart done all the time, so they got busted for it.
There was somebody who literally filmed at Target them putting a Black Friday sheet in front of the regular price, and it was more. It was like $5 more than the original price. I was like, "Hey, yo!"
So at least Walmart doesn't do that shit.
I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Walmart just does like it's the same price, but it's on rollback, so therefore it's cheaper, even though it's not.
You know what that usually means from an insider? They're raising the price.
Probably.
They're like, "Oh, rollback," but it's the same price. That means as soon as it's off rollback, it's going up. That's usually what that shit means.
But at least not.
Oh my god, my back just popped so much. Holy
At least
shit.
I'm not saying like, oh, it's on rollback. It's actually $5 more. So
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's all you know what they're doing, right? They're just tricking the buying shit.
Oh, 100%.
If you think it's cheaper, you're like, oh, it's cheaper. You still spend the same amount of money. So.
You know the remodel they did at our local store during COVID?
Okay.
The bread aisle was like the first aisle past the freezer, and now it's like way back there. They did that so you have to walk past a bunch of other shit and impulse buy a bunch of shit.
They do it then.
Yay.
So now, that's what I was worried.
If they were smart, they'd put chips and crackers and shit as like the first 2 aisles. No, they're the last 2 aisles.
Oh, no, you're right.
Which is fucking
The
stupid.
first aisle is
Candy.
Wow.
Candy and pickles. And then pasta and canned veggies.
Yeah, weird. Whatever.
Stupid.
A little dumb. But that's what it is. It's just trying to make you spend money. It's like when I see this thing, I don't eat, but I kind of want it.
Ooh, M&M's. Ooh. The new Lay's. It's like, ah, shit.
Came in for one thing, spent $85.
I came in wanted to spend $20, and all I was spending $350.
I have that.
And if I walk in Walmart or anywhere, I walk in nowhere, I'm grabbing one all the time.
Okay, well, what'd you spend $350 on? I got an air fryer. You already have one.
That's what I'm saying. What's it? I don't know what's. But, yeah, no,
I got a grill. You don't even have a backyard. What? I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
in the driveway.
Literally. Open a garage door. It's a great day to be grilling. It's like, what?
I mean, living in the suburbs, ass. But, yeah, that's crazy.
The real question here is now that you've seen, what, 2 games? Because you watched game 4 and game 7?
Wait, actually, yeah, 4%.
Yeah. Are you up for going to a game? An actual game?
No.
That's all I need. And I will always go to a game.
For no reason, just because they'll go in.
Hey, we're at a hockey game. What's the special occasion? It's a Tuesday.
It's a fucking Tuesday.
I fucking would too. That's my thing right there.
Too bad you need to go on all that.
Why not?
Because you don't have to do the winning now.
Yes.
You plan on going to you can't go for the next however long.
That's also true. But I work like the next job I'm going to.
Oh, the next one's a day job, not after.
Yeah, it's like 6 to 2:30 or something.
So you find it.
Yeah. So I can. Weekdays probably not the best idea. Weekends, hell yeah, I'll be there. Honestly, it's already crossed my mind that I might do, maybe not this first year, but next season. So not this coming season, but the next one. I'm thinking of doing season tickets and then selling off all my weekday games.
Good. Definitely could do that.
That's what I was planning on doing. And doing the same thing with probably only city games. Because the Cardinals, I don't really think there'd be enough value in me buying season tickets. Because I wouldn't go to hardly any of them.
Right.
The only reason.
Went to that free game.
Yes, we did.
The random fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. They were like, hey, the Cardinals suck. Have free tickets.
So you want free tickets? Well, we're already in town, so.
Kind of.
I think we'll get 20 fucking discount off.
I think we did.
Maybe.
Well, it's tempting.
Yeah, but then when I was looking online, she could sign those.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to pay $13 for 4 chicken tenders.
That's true. So I was trying to spend like $6 for order.
Yeah. And I'm not going to feed the bar.
I mean,
it's better Dasani.
That's it. At least that's Dasani.
Yeah, Dasani is whack.
Like design and fucking.
Because I would do season tickets to. That's a sponsor I'd probably turn down, to be honest.
Design.
I would probably just say no thanks.
Actually, no.
20 million, don't care.
Like, actually, I thought about it for like entirely like 3.5 seconds. No.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah, no.
Be one of those ones fucking pour it out there with some better water and just have it for
Pour like Icelandic in there or something.
Right, just have it for pride face. Maybe I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Never know the difference.
It's fine.
It's so good.
It's great.
Because it's not designed.
Not designed.
Yeah, I would totally do season tickets for the Blues and City because The Battlehawks.
So here's the problem.
The Battlehawks, I don't think I would really go to that many games. And then the Cardinals, I would probably only be going for promotions and theme tickets. Because they do have some good theme nights. But I'm just not going to go to a random, like, Wednesday afternoon game.
I mean, Battlehawks is not.
Battlehawks only have, like,
It's not NFL, so there you go.
right.
And City might be worse because they can't seem to really get up in there.
But as an investment, it is, because City tickets are the highest resale value tickets in the league.
Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. So like any games that I'm just like, yeah, no.
That's fair.
So
Blues ticket probably too bad.
yeah, they're also the most expensive season tickets in the city, which is hilarious. The cheapest season tickets I've already looked are like almost $1,800 per person.
So that's kind of crazy.
But that's like the back wall.
You know,
Yeah, I would be moving down a little bit.
maybe in the middle somewhere.
Yeah,
Not trying to tell you.
lower rows of the upper deck. Ideally,
Yeah, I wouldn't try to say like last side.
yeah. Oh no, hell no, that's way too much money.
Like shit.
Yeah. Right on the glass is expensive.
Yeah, anything you close to me, you got a band concert or some stupid.
Yeah. And then because you do season tickets, then your first call for playoff tickets. So
Yeah. You're spending money on plans on season tickets, not those spend on tickets to do shit.
right. Yeah, you have first call on playoff tickets, and then I would probably have to follow the same rules, kind of like we do with Crumble, where it's like 4 cookies to make it worth going. It's like still have to follow it and be like only weekend games.
I didn't check the on that this week.
Damn it! Me either. Yeah, we'll have to do that as soon as we finish this, I guess.
Super lines.
Probably ass.
Probably.
What, 2 weeks ago was decent, and we didn't go because top off. And then I don't even think I looked this last week. But
Nothing about home. I just don't.
yeah, I just didn't pay attention.
Oh.
I guess since tonight has been mostly sports related, we will keep the theme with an exciting announcement of now that the season's over. I will be doing my own YouTube channel for the next Blue season.
Yes.
Where I break down all the games and shit. The problem is coming up with a name.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I know you gave me a kind of spitball.
Yeah,
Which not has this for years.
yeah, but we will.
Kind of work on it a little bit later.
Yeah, probably work on the
And
names.
you're covering entirely the St. Louis, right?
The plan is the entirety of St. Louis,
So
all 4 teams. But we are going to start with the upcoming Blue season because the season just ended tonight, and then everybody else's seasons have already started. So
Black Ops
yeah, it's only like 10 games in the regular season, and then it's like maybe 3 playoff games. So
short.
yeah, and then so let's see, September. Be on the lookout for me screaming about my hockey team to the internet for anybody who will listen. Yay! I'm gonna crash out.
Might fucking well.
Crash out, probably have a heart attack, maybe die. It'd be fun.
Was it worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fair enough.
But that does solidify that, like, anything that blows up, we probably want to hire an editor, because I'm not fun. I'm not going to sit there and try to edit all the shit.
Right.
Is it raining?
No.
Or am I tweaking? It's been fucking raining all week, so you never know. We went to leave the watch party and it started raining. Nice. Shit, we talked about there for a second filming at ballpark inside, and then afterwards I'm like, "Ooh, what about right here?"
We're doing this, like, and then the movie starts.
Yeah, it started to rain. It's like, well, that was a good idea
Never mind.
until it wasn't.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say big Cardinals up, but they didn't shit on us, so.
The GTTs that time for the ring.
Okay. Is it what, the second too faster?
5.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. 657 down to 652.
So.
GM.
Well, yeah, but.
We're waiting.
Maybe we could get 6 where you fucking.
We probably
one
will.
fucking.
We probably will.
Probably a fucking new gen Viper before you get a fucking one lap time.
That's something we wanted to talk about. Yeah, there's been a lot
of
more
rumors pop up.
A lot more rumors
recently. There was a little bit kind of driven. Now
that's like the Dodge purists that just want it to happen.
Right, and now it's like a bunch of like I don't know if these are picking up on
The gears are turning.
So I don't know if somebody said something about it, or if
somebody's getting fired.
Or somebody they're actually playing. Like there's no official words on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take it. If you want to dish it.
I'm just the rumor is gonna be.
If it's electric, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, the rumor they're planning partner for a way to throw a V10.
Yes.
Or V10.
That'd be amazing.
There was a small Ferrari 12. The V10 would be more closer to what it was, but like V12. I can never remember V12.
V12s do sound good. They do. But I feel like you almost have
V12
to.
American car would be kind of crazy though.
That would be. I feel like for the Dodge purists, you have to be a V8 or a V10, or they don't want it.
Or you have a V10 normal version of V12.
I don't think anybody would want a V12 because it's going to sound too Italian. How do you put a V12 in a car and not make it sound like a supercar? Because it still needs to sound like a muscle car.
I mean, V10 would that far off.
Right. Once it got like high up in the RPMs at least. Yeah.
I mean, even if it's on V10, you still don't do it.
No, because the asshole probably, well, maybe not. Maybe the old CEO would have done a hybrid powertrain. If
I don't see
if he's calling the shots there's no battery going in that thing. There's no way.
Straight internal combustion and fucking either a massive car or a fucking toilet.
Yeah.
No between.
Yeah, no.
Like you might get a fucking hatch normal model, like base model, then a fucking perform model with fucking twin turbos.
Yeah.
If that does happen, GT's fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Mercedes be honest.
Probably.
That fucking going easily to 3.
Oh yeah.
If it fucking comes out.
I'm doing my part. Shit.
Then Mercedes get pissed off and they won again to get a fashion lap.
Damn it.
Fuckers. It's like there's a random, I want to run again because why not?
Right.
Assholes, dude.
benefits of having a factory right next to the fucking track.
If it's a permanent garage on the track.
They probably
do.
yeah.
But main road is worst case scenario, you just drive 5 minutes down the road.
The AMG one's just plugged in a fucking garage. It's just waiting. Try it.
Start some shit.
Just try it, bro. Just try it.
See what happens. I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
They probably have one stage of the track at all times.
Yeah.
Assholes. But you know, is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll see what everything to fruition.
Yeah.
I mean, they confirmed Ria's got the back, so it was.
Yes.
We'll take that. TRA's confirmed from being extinct to coming back to being extinct to coming back in.
Yes.
And apparently we found, I don't know if you've heard of that, but they found a fucking intact dinosaur drill. Or some bullshit recently.
I told you dire wolf was a bad idea. What are those?
Shut up. But no, that dire wolf was terrible.
Yeah.
If I find out a fucking living dinosaur, I'm gonna be pissed.
I am too.
Like, sure, it's going on. I'm gonna fucking live. Like, no. You don't even. I mean, they can't be too proud. We have to have something. Don't try to make mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. Just shoot.
That's how you get chill.
Calm down.
It's like, here, try and grab that fucking shut up. Get out of here.
You tame a T-Rex. What's that? It's my pet. Oh, look at the little baby. And look at the big baby. It's like, whoa. Relax. It's not that serious.
Pet dog, pet T-Rex. What the fuck? What do you mean? So we have Fido and then we have fucking Rex. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Doesn't sound like the best idea to me.
No. Bring it back.
Meteor Strike needs to hurry up and get here. Round
There's no
two.
reason they're not allowed anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you just find out what weaponize them.
They definitely would. They would stick a T-Rex like on a fucking cargo plane and just send it over. Yeah, just send it overseas somewhere and just let it run free.
Just drop it off like an avatar plane. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start talking about cruisers off cargo plane, though, that's fucking thing. That's fucking great.
Imagine you got this training from a cat, jumps out of the cargo plane, lands on his feet, just starts running around. It's just like, what the hell? How you do this?
Stop comparing to fine.
Yeah. Lands in Russia. Get out of Ukraine now. It's like, oh boy.
I didn't say they could talk.
That's not
We teach them how to talk now?
Nah. Some idiot standing next to it with a fucking like megaphone or something. Get out now. It's like, okay.
Fucking Cletus over there standing next to it.
I swear to God. Good old redneck Bill from Florida. Just like, fucking, get out.
I mean, they already have that support.
They really do.
Now you know that's so. Pet.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Reason to go to Florida.
Reason number, I lost count.
Reason number
Florida.
something.
Yes.
I still can't believe they pissed about bringing F1 to Florida.
Yeah. Miami residents were heated. It's too loud. Have you been to Miami, bro? You live here, but like, have you been there? It's loud as shit all the time.
Fucking is.
Get over
For
it.
no reason. You They should be over in the fucking Beatles.
You're right. I love the helicopter view where we were just like, oh, look, the interstate.
They kind of blocking some of the bridges off. They just stand on double track. It's like,
Yeah.
one for the goddamn view in the hospital. What is this?
That happened in Times Square this weekend. They turned Times Square into a boxing venue.
Fun.
Yeah. And there were a bunch of construction workers like on one of the roofs, and they just like pulled up a bunch of folding chairs and just sat down and watched the flight instead of working. It was like, okay,
Cool. I mean, we're building a new St. Angel Bridge. Across the river. So we had a family member that was working with the crews or whatever that. So we were watching the fireworks display on the river from that bridge. Before it concluded. We're just like a middle section, just right before it drop off before it goes to the river. It was a complete game. We're just there. It's like, oh, you guys want to go on? Like, sure.
don't get too close.
Well, they have to shit.
Go for a swim with the fishes.
Maybe
Maybe with the axolotl.
axolotls. The dive bars.
Yeah. You're a disappointment.
I like how the conference song is so
It really is.
It's crazy.
The original song is
Original song kind of
very bad. Very bad.
like it's fucking fever dream. Like it really does.
Yeah. Also, what's the thing that doing hanging out with that axolotl? What's that? What's that about?
And what's next to do is also water.
Yeah, how's he crash into a Mack truck? What kind of SpongeBob world we live in?
I don't know.
See fucking dragons in the kitchen.
I have.
Anyways.
One asshole say that much.
Okay, that's cool.
Keep trying to tell me drink more is weird.
That is kind of weird.
It's not good. But, you know.
We got to deal with a bunch of drugs tonight too.
What's really good fall off fucking man?
Yeah,
Tell it.
his towel did fall. That was funny. I'm here.
And the guy like come down and says, damn it.
Did you see him? He tried to get him to come upstairs. He's like, no.
When
He
you
was downstairs. But yeah, that just wasn't gonna fucking work at all.
too late.
It's parachute.
Yeah, this is.
If he had another beer, he probably would have tried to use it as a parachute. Off the top of it. Whee!
It's only like
Splat.
not that tall.
Probably like 15, 20 feet.
A little bit.
Yeah. It'd be alright.
Just kind of be fun.
Yeah. Burger layer too. You'd be fine.
It's gonna be fun.
On that wonderful note.
More entertaining, I guess. So.
Yeah.
On that fucking.
On that bombshell.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. We'll call it for this week. It's tired and late. It's early in the morning.
Literally damn too late.
Yeah. I have a job to do at 11 o'clock.
I know you do.
This is gonna suck. Yeah. Thanks for watching, listening.
I think you bang over here at 10. Fucking.
Oh yeah, you have to go to the dealership.
Yeah.
Yikes. Just sleep over.
Seven.
Fucking Mike. Low key. Low key? Not a horrible idea.
It's not because I mean I don't know if we can count that one.
We gotta be on it right around the same time. Anyways,
Whatever.
yeah. So, anyways,
Anyway, do all things.
do all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on socials. And we will be back next week, hopefully with a voice again. That'd be nice. Yeah. I think I got a voice crack, what, like 125 times?
Times 6.
Yeah, okay. Just one constant voice crack the whole time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Big something.
Yeah.
No, related.
Definitely not sports related, because there probably will be a lot going on.
At that point.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows what's going on? But we will be back next week with something to talk about.